Hello America and Arizona. Today I'm going to show you a video on, I'm going to pickle some, I'm going to make kind of like a so hot mix of carrots and cauliflower, put some serrano peppers in there. So I got quite a few carrots out of the garden this year, so I sliced them up there over there. My cauliflower didn't come in at all, so I had to go and buy cauliflower. These onions that are right here, these are red onions out of my garden, but they didn't mature. They didn't get big. But man, they're tasty. They are super tasty. So I didn't know what to do with them, and I was like, all right, well, you know what? Since I'm gonna do this, I decided to put them into the So Hot mix. I've got another couple onions over here, just in case we run out. And then got garlic. And I did not plant garlic this year. I bought some garlic, but here's some, bought some garlic. And it's already started to sprout, so I kept this one. I'm gonna plant that one here in a little bit. But, all right. So anyways, I'm actually doubling this recipe because I'm not really sure what I'm going to get out of the cauliflower and carrots into the batch, and I hate running out of the brine. So so I've got I got 4 cups of vinegar already in here, and I've got another 4 cups sitting here. And again, this is doubling this recipe as to what I would use if I was just taking the stuff out of the garden. My pot's starting to boil here, my canning pot. So this is a doubled recipe. So 8 cups of white vinegar, 2 tablespoons of black pepper, half cup of kosher salt, and a half cup of sugar. And then I've got the onions, I've got the garlic, and then the serranos. And so the serranos, I'm going to kind of work with them like how they fit in the jars. So some of these might not be so hot, but I do have some red pepper flakes on standby just in case. My canning pot is boiling, so I'm going to turn that off. But I've got the vinegar on right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the vinegar, peppercorns, salt, and sugar, and I'm going to put it all into this pot here and get that going. And then I will start on jarring the rest of this stuff. So I've already sanitized my jars, and the lids are over there in the sink. They're in a hot bath right now. So that way when we get ready to put them in the bath, they'll be ready. So I pre-measured this out just to save time for this video. My wooden spoon is not in here. It's probably in the dishwasher. That's all right. But what we want to do with this brine here is we want to make sure that it completely dissolves the sugar. I use my spoon rest here. Me and my wife made these at pottery class, the day-night pottery class. I mean, it's got a little bit of stuff on it, but if you guys are married and watching this, or if you're planning on getting married, don't forget date nights. Date nights are very important. So, all right, I'm gonna move you guys over here where the carrots and stuff are, and I'm gonna move this cutting board so we can start packing these jars. So be over here. So I didn't plant a whole lot of carrots this year because I've never planted them before, and I wanted to see how they did here in Arizona. They turned out pretty decent. So what I'm going to be doing here, I've got some pint jars, and I've got some quart jars, and I've got some quart jars on standby, depending on how we do. But I like to give away a lot of my canned stuff, or because people like it, and so the reason I'm doing this video is because I had some people at work that said, hey, we need some more of that, you're so hot, and so that's why I'm doing this video, so I can get some more out. But all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these garlic cloves, and we're just gonna drop one into the bottom of each one of these. Like I said, I'm gonna use the quart jars first, and then we'll see what we come up with after that. And you don't want to overpower the cauliflower and the corn, or I'm sorry, the carrots. You don't want to overpower them with the onions. The onions are there just for flavor, okay? Wait, where did that come from? Anyways. So we're going to do a little bit of the onions in the bottom of each one of these jars. But I do like the pickled onions. Like I said, I didn't know what to do with these little onions because I had some other. I planted onions this year, and I had some good size onions for a little bit. I was playing around this year, planting a bunch of different stuff in not the biggest area. But when these onions came up, I was like, well, what am I gonna do with these onions? And then when I tasted them, they were so good. So I was like, these would be perfect in these jars. Oh, so hot. I wanted to put some green beans in here, but they were my chickens ate all my green beans, and so I didn't have any green beans to put in there. So I was a little bit upset with that. Yeah, they went to town on the green beans. It's amazing how long their necks are because I put up chicken wire around my garden, and they still got through and ate all my green beans. So what you want to do here though is you want to pack it in as much as you can. We're gonna try to get the bubbles out later once we start putting the brine in. But so this is what we're gonna do. Put a little bit of cauliflower in. A little bit of Stone Temple Pilots in the background. I guess you guys don't want to listen to me talk all the time, so Alexa, volume up 20%. Now I should be talking in the country voice. Be like, now y'all want to make sure that these mixes are perfect, symmetrical. I have to remember to leave room for the serranos. Back to put those in right now so I don't forget them. We're just gonna jam a Serrano down on the side of all these. These bigger Serranos, I'm probably just gonna cut them up because it looks like I'm gonna run out. Again, also another thing is if you're dealing with Serranos or peppers, lemon juice. Baby, I don't care. It helps to neutralize the capsaicin. He's a man, he's a man, Get away, I gotta get away. Thank you to my romance. So, with my previous harvest of Serranos, I didn't film it, but I just did jars of pickled Serranos. Oh man, they were so good. And my pickled jalapenos. They were delicious. So fill up these. We're definitely gonna have more than enough. Check on my brine here. Get away, you gotta get away. I don't care, yeah, but I don't care. Wrong man, wrong to get away, you gotta get away. Couple in there. One there. Yeah, I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm a Roman. Yeah, I have definitely more than I thought. That's okay. Alright, let's pack these down in here. So once we get the brine in here, we just want to make sure that all this is covered. Pack them down. Leave about a ½ inch of headspace. Be fast forwarding through a bunch of this because I'm sure you don't want to see me watch me pack jars of vegetables. But you get the gist of it. So when I was chopping up the carrots, I used my food processor. This is the first time I use the food processor for chopping the carrots. I usually chop in my hand because I like them to be like a nice big diagonal cut. Didn't do exactly what I wanted to. So there's going to be some little pieces in here, but that's okay. They're edible, right? All right, those ones are good. That one's good. Good. Now, if you've never had pickled carrots and cauliflower, and you're wondering about it before you go and do this, go to your local grocery store and get the So Hot mix. Try that out. And then you'd be like, I saw her face, bum, 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 bum. Now I'm a believer. This is a great snack, especially I think on hot days, right out of the refrigerator. That's how I go in there when I'm looking for a snack. That's what I do. So I'm gonna leave these a little bit light. I'm gonna give it headspace. All right, got it. Those in there. Ran out of onions, but that's all right. A couple of, and some of those the bigger ones, I'm gonna do a couple of serranos in there. And then we're just gonna pack this one. This one, I probably won't can. Just because it's probably not gonna be full, but we'll see. Don't really have enough to do a full can on it. So I'm going to take these serranos that are left over and I'm going to put them in these bigger jars. Now, with peppers, the heat comes from the seeds. When I like the heat just a little bit, so I'm gonna leave the seeds in. This is mine. That's the piece that fell on the floor. That's the one I'm gonna keep. I just washed it off. I'm not that gross. Put garlic in? Yeah, put garlic in there. All right. So there we are on that. All right. So here, let me move these jars out of the way so you can kind of see what we got here. It's easier to do that than moving all the jars. All right, so we got two quart jars, a half one, which, like I said, this one's gonna be just mine. I'll just put this one in the refrigerator once I put the brine in there, let it sit for about 10 days so it pickles and everything. And then we got 9 pint jars. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start putting the brine in. Make sure that leave a little bit of headspace. I've got, like I said, I've got all my lids over there. And then we'll put that in here, and then that should be it for that. You still here? Okay. Well, the brine is almost done. As soon as it's done, it's right at the peak of boiling. I want it to get a little bit hotter than what it is, and then I will start doing these right here. This is the So Hot mix that I did back in February. So I have it in the refrigerator because I just pulled it out of the pantry a couple days ago because this is my last jar. But so you can kind of see that one. And I don't have a ring on it. It's still nice and sealed. So. All right. So the brine is done. I'm gonna link it back. I think I'm gonna try to link it back in there. Two things I forgot. So I put 8 cups of vinegar in here. I forgot to put the 4 cups of water, but I did add the 4 cups of water. And also, the recipe doesn't call for it. The original recipe that I was using doesn't call for it, but I put 2 tablespoons of coriander. And again, this is a double recipe, so I put coriander in there. So, all right, let's get this. Let's fill in these. Make sure the spices are mixed up so you're getting equal amounts, I guess. So some of these recipes call for blanching the vegetables, and I like my vegetables to be crisp, and they're going to be in a water bath for about 15 minutes to can them. So I don't recommend doing it, but you know, you do what you want. But I don't like my vegetables mushy. Water bath is gonna soften them up anyways. Once you get done with this, you want to make sure you wipe all your rims off, because no matter what, you're going to splash something on there. You want to make sure these seal good. My water bath is boiling, so I need to get these going. Still might not have enough. That's all right, I can make another batch, or half batch. I thought for sure with making a double batch I would have enough, but guess not. That's okay. That's okay. We can make more. Alright, so I'm going to need to make a little bit more. That's alright. These two need a little bit more actually. Let's make sure all the air bubbles are out. Now that last batch, if I need to add, oh yeah, I'm gonna need to add some to these. Sick man, sick man, sick man, sick man. Yeah, we're gonna add a little, we're gonna take some out of this last one. These ones I don't need to jar because I'll just drink these or eat them, not drink them. All right, we got that. Just wipe the jars off. Yes, I do. Move this out of the way. It's empty. All right, wipe that one off. Just a little. So we just want to give them a little bit of a not too tight. We want to be able to pressure to, did I wipe this one off? I didn't. Oh, with the peppers, I also pierced them all the way around, top and bottom, all the way around, just so that they will release the air that's inside them. It'll be better for them to marinate, I guess. All right, that eye is off. There comes a time. My tones. Such a peace of mind. Now they got these fancy pressure canners and what have you and whatnot. But my grandma canned everything just like this, and we're not dead. So I'm pretty sure that this is, and before they invented pressure canners, this is how everybody did it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pressure bath these. For about 15 minutes, or water bath them, I'm sorry, not pressure bath them, but water bath them. You're drowning in it too. Every day it's me all so cold. Kind of rearranging them in here, make sure that they got room in between them. They don't tip over. All right, get those guys going. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, counting down.
There you go. While that's going, I'm gonna get these, the remaining stuff going. Ain't found a way to kill me yet. Eyes burn with stinging sweat. Seems every path leads me to nowhere. Alexa, volume 50%. All right, these are 15 minutes done. I'll pull these suckers out to get them cooling down. These other ones canning. So some recipes call for, or they want you to use apple cider vinegar. For my lighter cut of vegetables, I don't like to use apple cider vinegar. I like to use white vinegar, so you get to keep the color of the actual vegetable. I'm trying to get some of these air bubbles out. that are just going to naturally happen when you're boiling. And once these seal, we'll remove the lids. And put them away for storage. Walking tall machine gun man, spit on me in my homeland. Send me pictures of my boy. There. Yeah. Against mosquito death. Head dying red. Oh God, please, won't you help me make it through? All right, so we're done with that. I'm gonna do these last ones. I don't need to show a video of that, but these ones I'm gonna jar these two. This one I'm just gonna put some brine over it and then end up putting it in the refrigerator. But thank you so much for tuning in. Give me a like or a thumbs up. I don't know where the subscribe button is because I'm new to YouTube. But anyways, the purpose of me doing my videos is that it's not hard. We go out and we buy stuff, and it's not hard to do it yourself. We pay extra money, and this, like I said, most of the stuff is out of my garden. But you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money to have good snacks or good food or whatever, and be self-prepared. Go out and do it yourself. Don't go out and spend all the money to get this stuff at the grocery store if you don't have to. It's 2023. We're August 25th, 2023. Things can get hard. And if you don't know how to do this stuff yourself, and you're relying on the grocery store or whatever to get all of your stuff, you might be in a world of hurt. So learn how to do some of this stuff. Pickling, I don't want to eat pickled stuff every day, but pickling makes stuff last for a long time. So, all right, do with it what you will, and we'll see you on the next round. As always, America and Arizona, stay safe, be watchful.